Hello everyone, hope you had a great end of your week, and I'm looking forward to talking to you about some nutrition today. Today we're going to talk about fluids. The type of fluids you can put in your body range from very bad for you to very good for you. And so we want to make sure that we're putting the right amount of good fluids in our body, especially when we're making changes. So some of you might have noticed now that you're being consistent for these first 2 weeks of the new year and adhering to the plans and the goals that you set for yourself, that maybe you're more fatigued, maybe you're getting headaches more frequently, maybe your lips are getting chapped more frequently, maybe your back of your hands are starting to get dry, and that could be the weather too, but it could also be a sign of a little bit of dehydration, that you're putting more stresses on your body, but maybe your fluid intake hasn't improved, or maybe you're drinking too much caffeine, which is a diuretic, and not adding enough water to that. So I'm guilty of drinking a lot of caffeine. I am a coffee addict, I'll admit that, but I also drink a lot of water. So I drink at least 5 liters of water a day, that before I get home from work. So I have a nice 3-liter container right there, and a 2-liter container right there of water. I fill each one of those up every single morning before I walk out the door, and I have each one of those empty pretty much every single day before I walk in the door. That is very important because I do drink about 3 or 4 cups of coffee while I'm out doing patient care and things like that. And it's important that if we're taking in caffeine, that we're also taking in a lot of water. And even if we're not taking in caffeine, that we're taking in a lot of water, especially for increasing our activities. And what we really want to do is avoid the bad things. So a lot of people think juice is good for you. Juice is not good for you at all. It's got way too much sugar. It pretty much takes all the good things from fruit and gets rid of them, like the fiber and things like that apples and blueberries and all kinds of fruit have in it, which is great for you, but it gets rid of that and it leaves you with all the sugars, which are not good for you. We got plenty of sugar, we don't need any more. And so we want to try to avoid juices, we want to try to avoid soda pop as much as we possibly can. And then obviously avoid alcohol. If you are going to drink it very limitedly, no more than 2 glasses at a time. And I think you will find that you start to feel better. The more hydrated you are, the more energy you're going to have, especially when you're working out. And I would also avoid the scale. So if you increase your workout routine and you increase your fluid intake, those muscles are going to want to be hydrated as they grow and hypertrophy happens and they're looking to get stronger. They're going to want to be hydrated, so they're going to absorb some water. That's going to make you gain weight. That's okay. Don't be afraid if you gain a few pounds on the scale when you're starting something new. I would avoid the scale altogether, but I know for a lot of people that's not possible. It's just a habit, which is fine. You just want to have that perspective that because you're making some changes, because you're trying to get stronger, which is a great thing and will help you lose fat and probably weight over time, that might actually make you gain a little weight in the beginning, and that's not a terrible thing at all. So especially if you're trading fat for muscle and your weight stays the same, but you're getting stronger and more muscular and losing fat, who cares if you weigh the same? Like your tone, your look, the way you feel is going to improve. So don't base everything off of weight. I know that's easier said than done, but a lot of people get so focused on the weight, they kind of lose sight that they're getting healthier. So I always tell my patients, don't worry about the weight, worry about your lifestyle. If you're living a healthy lifestyle, if everything's checking out, if your doctor says that your vitals are fine, then you're good to go. So just focus on that. Focus on being healthy, feeling healthy, and living healthy, and the weight will take care of itself. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye.